So it's Monday night and tonight's dinner is a very quick, easy, healthy, but also yummy dinner. I picked up one of these when I was shopping. It's an Old El Paso set and it's a soft taco one. So basically you just buy this. It comes with a few of the bits that you need, like the spice for the meat and the tacos themselves and the salsa, and then it also tells you what else you need to buy to create these tacos. And I love this because I can just have it in my cupboard, buy the ingredients that I need, and it takes about 10 minutes to create a whole family dinner. So I'll show you how it is all laid out. Basically in this kit here you get the soft tacos, the salsa, and also the seasoning that goes onto the meat. And then you just have to buy the mincemeat itself. We've got the 5% mincemeat, and then some sour cream, some tomatoes, some lettuce, and then some grated cheese, or basically whatever you would want in a taco. And then basically you just have to build them. I put these into the microwave for about 15 to 30 seconds just to make them soft, and then you can fill them up and it's a really yummy dinner. So it's Tuesday now, and tonight we're having two different dinners. I'm making gammon steaks and rice and veg for the boys, but we are having a spicy tuna pasta that we really love. It's just a recipe that we really fancied, but obviously because there's chili in it, it's too hot for the kids. So it's a really quick one. It only takes 10 minutes to make, and it's a Gwyneth Paltrow recipe. So all you're gonna need for this recipe is some pasta. We've got some brown pasta, some tuna in oil, some capers, anchovies, crushed chilies, a lemon, and then some green olives. And we just buy the most basic ones that are pitted. They taste just as yummy in this pasta. Okay, so I think I'll talk this one through with you. So I normally put on some brown pasta and then heat up the capers until they pop, and then I take them back out of the frying pan and put in some garlic paste, crushed chilies, and then about 4 to 5 anchovies, depending on how big they are. And then you basically heat that all together until the anchovies break down, and it's kind of like a bit of a paste as well. Then you add in the tuna in oil, which you have drained, and then the green olives as well. I like to cut mine just so that they go that little bit further. And then you add the capers back in, and basically just serve that on top of pasta. It doesn't look very saucy, but it is so delicious. And then I just squeeze on some lemon before I serve, and yeah, it's really yummy. For the boys' pudding, I got them each a little gingerbread man. Whenever I go into Costa, I can't help but pick these up at the till, one for each of them. So I got a Godfrey one and an Annie one, and Caleb's already got his one as well. So yeah, they love these. Right, so tonight for dinner, we're having a sausage casserole in the slow cooker. This is such an easy recipe. It's just the one that is on this Coleman's sausage casserole sachet. So you add in a pepper, 8 sausages, onion, mushrooms as well, water, and then like the contents of the sachet. And I've just left it on low for 8 hours, and we're going to have it with some mash. And then Fraser is going to have rice because he prefers it with that, but you can kind of have it with either. So yes, that is dinner, and I've actually gone into more detail about exactly how to make this, and I show how I make it in my last video. That was get it all done in a day video. So if you want to see it like in more detail, you can check it out there as well. Hi guys, so it's Thursday night now, and tonight I'm making our favorite one pot recipe. This is a pasta dish that is vegetarian, and it's so delicious. I've made it every single week since I discovered this recipe in Women's Health magazine. I also showed this in my dinner hacks video, so you may have already seen this, but you basically do exactly as it says. You put everything into one pot and cook it up, and it's so delicious. So I'll show you what goes into it. This is the pot that I use for my one pot recipes because it's nice and big. So basically in that I'm frying up some red onion and 3 different types of peppers. Then you also put in some vegetable stock to cook the pasta in, and you put in some garlic paste, some tomato puree, loads of cherry tomatoes that just completely cook down, and some parsley as well, and you just cook it all in there for about 12 minutes, and then I add in a tiny bit of cream and a ball of mozzarella cheese, and it's honestly so yummy. You have to try this one if you haven't already. So yes, I'm just going to cook it all up, and I like that I only dirty like 1 big pot. Notice I'm a slightly different skin tone now because in between the filming of the other meals and this one, we've been on holiday, but I really wanted to carry this video on and just add another meal, because in the week that I was filming, we went out for dinner one night for pizza for Matt's mum's birthday, and we had leftover pasta one night. But tonight we're having a very easy, simple, like snacky dinner. It's a Friday, and at school for the boys on Friday, they have Fish Friday, so they either have fish and chips or Fish Finger Friday. I think a lot of UK schools do that. So because they've had quite a good like lunch, they're having these little English muffin pizzas for dinner. I talked about these ages ago on my channel. It's just a really simple, quick, like snacky dinner. So I'll show you how we make them. So all you'll need for the English muffin pizzas are some English muffins, which I've cut in half and toasted. Then we just put a little bit of tomato puree on top of them and spread it out. Some grated mozzarella cheese, and then any toppings your kids like. Tonight I've just got some ham, some red pepper, some olives if they want to do a face or some eyes, and then I've also got some red pepper for the side because my kids really love red pepper, as you probably noticed in this video. So yeah, I normally let the kids make these, stick them under the grill for a few minutes, and it's just really simple pizza. Video. I really hope you enjoyed some of my ideas. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, because that's a really good indicator to me whether I should make more content like this. But yes, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys. Bye bye. Bye bye.